Well, hello, good afternoon to Mr. Del Vecchio and Mr. McKinney. I hope I got the names right. I did the best I could from your email addresses. My name is Mark Johnson. Uh, Beside me here in this photograph are Bunny and Hop. I have a very good reputation, I believe, as a customer servant. You can verify that by talking to Fran Krantz at Zinke's Food Store in the Dells. Um, or perhaps some of the people I worked with at Cisco. And Bunny and Hop are a product of something I created to work with kids at the Wilderness when I was a shuttle driver. And Bunny and Hop, see, they have their own Wilderness tag. Bunny and Hop helped me to earn Employee of the Month, and it was because of using them, riding with me and entertaining the kids that I got that. So I think I have excellent customer service skills. And believe me, when I work for somebody, I'm loyal and I know who I'm working for. And I try to meet the expectations and then some. So that's roughly who I am. Presently, I'm employed by several campuses of Globe University where I teach. I also teach at Madison College in Reedsburg. Used to be MATC. You might recognize that better. I teach anatomy and physiology to students who are in various programs, sometimes nursing, sometimes dental hygiene, so forth. And I teach on several campuses. I also substitute teach in Mauston, Wisconsin Dells schools, and I've done a lot of work in Adams, not so much this year because of my other teaching schedule. I work with kids of all ages. I enjoy Rocher Cree Elementary School and the teachers there. It's a very small school. I love the Portage schools that closed. They were some of my favorite, with multiple ages and classes in the same room. Caledonia School and the one at Ford, I think it was, that closed. Those were my favorites when I got to do elementary. But I like all the elementary schools, the middle schools, and I do the high schools. I do all children, regardless of their cognitive abilities, and I do special ed as a matter of course. So, and I also do pretty well with EEL. In other words, I do a lot of Hispanic students who are new to the area and who do not have strong English skills. I spent a little time in Mexico, and I worked in the South and worked quite a bit in Texas, so I picked up a little bit of the lingo. I savvy a little bit of sign language, and I can communicate with most kids. And I have fun with them, and I enjoy the variety of having of working with kids in an educational setting. And in my strength, I think, is that I was a college professor for many years, and I retired after Katrina. I was at LSU in Baton Rouge. Shaq O'Neal was one of my students, or was one of our students there at that time. He is now recently earned his PhD in astrophysics at the University of Florida. A lot of people don't know that, but we're pretty proud of Shaq and others that we had in our sports teams in Baton Rouge at LSU. Go Tigers! Absolutely. So I moved up here because I'm from Northern Illinois originally. I used to vacation in the area of Wisconsin Dells. And after I got up here, because I retired from down there, I decided to, well, I did various things just for fun. I worked at the grocery store. I've always liked that. But I got encouraged to go back into teaching. I started to substitute teach, and I went to University of Wisconsin, Stevens Point, and earned my teaching certificate there. And I've continued to take courses there because I'm old enough to do it for free. Then I can use their facilities, so I have an ulterior motive. And one of the jobs was to present a teaching portfolio. You can look at this one. I'll provide you the link. And you can look at my other portfolio, which is this one. And in this portfolio, this is a portfolio that addresses the international standards for teaching for technology and education. And during the time that I learned how to do this, I learned how to embed videos, to make videos, to teach other people how to make videos, and so forth. One of the educational goals, the kids really like it, is to learn how to do things with the web more than just play games. So we have virtual laboratories that are games that teach. I have access to a lot of those things that are actually free on the web and can guide students using computers. I think my expertise is more in the line of not how to do technology, but how to use it for a variety of purposes. So using this type of wiki, this that I just showed you, was made in wiki spaces. I have a variety of those, and I use those every day for each of my classes and teach the students how to do these things and to make a game like Facebook, like playing with Facebook, out of something more serious for education. If we go back to my other portfolio briefly, and by the way, at the bottom of that page was my complete resume that you can download if you'd like to. This wiki, this portfolio, which is number of pages, was created with Dreamweaver. And Wiki Spaces is a template that anybody can use. Educators can use it free. If you were a business using this to advertise and make a website for your business, you would have to pay for it. I also use Google Sites. Myself, working with 3 other students, created a little book using Google Sites, which is just another type of wiki program, to make a document showing how to use Google Docs and Google Sites in an educational setting. Again, I would stress that being able to use these things is really important. It's not just knowing how to do it, but how to apply it in either an educational setting or a setting with kids where you're entertaining them. So in dealing with younger children, a substitute learns pretty quickly that you need props. So, you know, I have a feeling that your program at Ho-Chunk might be something like the programs that were done at the Kalahari, where I also worked for a time. And although I did not work in that program, I observed what they were doing to entertain younger kids and to have programs for kids at Kalahari. I wear various hats. I just had my haircut and beard trimmed off, usually a little longer. But a lot of the kids call me, well, in every school that I work in, the kids say, oh, you know, you look like Mr. Lincoln, or the man on the penny. And that's true. So I go with it, and we kid around and have a good time. I also have this goofy hat that I use sometimes. I don't know where it came from or what it's for. It just showed up, or it's something my wife got for one of her projects, but I have it and I use it. And then I would use various masks depending upon the time of the year, things like this. I have Walter. I have Jeff Dunham's Walter. Walter likes to do videos with me, even though he doesn't smile a lot, you know. He's there. And
yeah, and I thought Jeff was annoying.
oh, and he talks a little bit. I'd love to get the other dolls that Jeff Dunham has. They're not very expensive, and they can be fun. And then, of course, as you saw in the photo, here's Bunny and Hop. And Bunny and Hop, are they rabbits or hares? I can tell you which one. but you might have to think about it for a while first. Anyway, Bunny and Hop, Bunny's mama and Hop is the little baby. They came from St. Vinny's store in Baraboo for $4, as I remember. I couldn't resist. I knew it would be a great prop for young kids, and they love it. So that's sort of me. Oh, they want to watch. I'm sorry. They don't like to be turned the wrong way. I don't want to offend them. They've been good helpers to me. So I'm interested in the full-time position you have advertised. I saw the advertisement in the Baraboo newspaper, and I brought it home and decided to make a video so you could see me and hear my voice and get an idea of what I can do with technology. And I'd love to have the opportunity to interview for the position. I would enjoy seeing the facilities and discussing possibilities. And I seriously like working with kids. I'm a good customer service representative, and I would like to have a job that's one job full-time and limit the number of employers. I also do some online teaching, but it gets confusing when you have so many things going at one time, as you can imagine. I'm sure you do too. So you would appreciate that. Anyway, I seriously am interested. I hope you will enjoy my little video, and we'll consider this as at least an initial application for employment with Kids Quest. Thanks. I appreciate your time, and hope you'll spend a little more time with the links looking at my credentials.